Hello, wonderful people, viewers and subscribers all over the world. You're welcome on this live broadcast. Matters Arising, coming to you from the studios of BVI Channel 1. I still remain Asuchino Peters. I must apologize for the break in transmission. We had some technical issues which we had to quickly resolve. And also on today's Matters Arising, I would like to remind you of our standard procedures. When you call, when we open up the lines, please make sure you mute your mic, you mute your listening device rather, and let us have the conversation freely without any form of interference. And also, we concentrate what we're doing on the topic of discussion. We are talking about today saying no to open grazing and agitation or mandating the governors of the South to sign into law Anti Open Grazing Bill. That is what we're talking about on Matters Arising today. And the lines to call still remain these numbers right here on top corner of this screen. I would like to announce to you that we will be experiencing some kind of network breakdown. But anytime it happens or you're disconnected, please reboot and stay connected, because we will be here to do justice to what we are to discuss today, because this is an open platform where people interact, where your voice will be heard. So I want us to quickly go into what we're talking about, but meanwhile use this opportunity to bring in people, use this opportunity to get people to know that we are live and direct. It doesn't matter what the situation might be, but we will make sure that the network, whether or not it allows us, we must continue and finish this program. We are talking about the Anti Open Grazing Bill and mandating the governors of the Southeast and the South Side to sign Anti Open Grazing Bill into law. And we are mobilizing the people, 1 million persons, to march in each state and demand for one thing, that your governors must sign into law Anti-Open Grazing Bill. Because the issue of governance is not just for those in government houses or the people you call public servants, your governors, your legislators, and the rest of them. Everyone must be involved. And in the governance of our homeland, BVI Channel 1 acknowledge and believe that our land must be fixed so that we can get this freedom we desire. That is why we are calling on our people to make sure that the government in our homeland is up and running. And one primary assignment, one primary responsibility of every government is to protect lives and properties. And when they fail in that, that means the government have failed. And when the government fails, the people will rise. And that is why we are putting the people together, organizing them, so that we will make one demand to safeguard our lives and that of our properties, so that our farmers can go back to farm, so that our children will not go to bed with an empty stomach, so that the food crisis and starvation we are about witnessing already will be averted, and the total breakdown of law and order will be stopped. Because the activities of these headers is pushing the people to the brinks. We are talking about saying no to open grazing. We are talking about to say no to open grazing. It is no longer a news. We are seeing it every day. We are witnessing it every day. And it seems those in government care less about it, because perhaps they are not involved. They are not victims. They can afford food price at any cost. They are not directly affected by the activities of these headers. And I must tell you that it is we the people that will make things to happen. I don't believe that we should just sit back and fold our hands, gossip, cry, wail, say all sorts of words on the social media, and it ends that place. We need to organize ourselves and go and make that demand, or we shut down the entire system. We are just witnessing pandemic they called COVID-19. We knew what the government did in their response to COVID-19. Then how many people have COVID-19, coronavirus, killed in our homeland since March till now? Now check it side by side. Place it side by side, the victims of the activities of herders in our homeland, and you will understand the one that should be taken more seriously. And we are saying here, we are not pleading with government. We are mandating them. But we are here to mobilize the people. We are here to speak for the people. And the people to speak for themselves. Because that is what BVI Channel 1 is mandated to do. Somebody came up with a revelation this morning and said to me that he had, God spoke to him and said that this mobilization might seem very difficult because our people are difficult people to organize. But if we remain consistent, if we remain focused on this task, eventually we will achieve the ultimate goal, which is to ban open grazing in our homeland. It doesn't matter how many people we are, but what matters is our resolve to get the right thing done. Many of you who are Christians today, don't forget that it started with just 12 persons and their leader. And today the world is talking about it. We can make the needed change in our homeland if the few of us organize ourselves and put to action our demand, which is mandating the government to sign the Anti-Open. We have been sharing so many content and on social media. We have gone to the radio station, and very soon we'll be coming down to the street, your villages, everywhere will be painted with "Say no to open grazing." We want this to be on the lips of everyone. We want this to be the center of discussion in your marketplace, in your office, in your business centers, or in your church where you go to worship. This should be at the lips of everyone, because everyone is affected by the activities of this. It doesn't matter if you are a farmer. The farmers are the ones receiving it directly, because it is their crops that are being destroyed. It is them that are being exposed to killing, raping, and kidnapping. But the adverse effect of this activity hits each and every one of us. It doesn't matter your hierarchy in public office. It doesn't matter your position in the society. It doesn't matter if you are the bishop or archbishop. It doesn't matter if you're a billionaire, or just Tanzania. It doesn't matter if you are nobody. But as long as you eat on daily basis, you are affected by the activities of these herders. And that is why we want every one of us to be part of this and join this campaign. We need to move this campaign to every lips, to every nook and corner of our homeland. We need everyone to be on the same page, demanding for one thing, that the governors to sign into law anti-open. This is according to the tradition and custom of our people. And it is not against the Nigerian constitution per se. So they can't have any reason whatsoever from signing this law and making it and enforcing it, signing Anti-Open Grazing Bill into law. Liable Development Foundation, led by Professor Odole Mamwala, have sent the drafted bill to these governors, but none of them have deemed it fit as a top priority security issue in our homeland. They don't deem it fit to take action, immediate action, to curb the menace of the headmen who are ravaging our towns and villages. So, if the government have failed, for whatsoever reason, which we know, it is either for their personal gratification or for their political ambition. That is why they have refused to protect the very people they swore to protect. And it is the responsibility of the people to rise when their government fails. And that is why I admonish you to share this video, take it round, take this campaign round. If you go to People's Restoration Movement on the Facebook, search it. If you are not there as a member, join. When you join there, then we'll be able to, as a community, organize ourselves. You get the materials, you reshare it, you can download them. We are going to be sending flyers to our volunteers when we have enough hands that will take this thing to every nook and cranny of our homeland. As you are listening to the sound of my voice, you can start calling this number 0810-420-7522. I'll repeat, 0810-420-7522. Or you call this number 08060982212. I repeat, 08060982212. These are the numbers to call to get mobilized as a volunteer. First, we are beginning with 500 persons. 500 persons from every corner of our homeland, southeast and south-south. We are looking at 11 states, 6 states from the south-south and 5 core eastern states. We need people to come forward as volunteers to mobilize a minimum of 20 persons each. It is so simple. In your area, in your local government, in your community, we just need 500 persons that will do this. All you need to do is to just call the numbers I just called now, share this video and take it round to them. Tell them the need for them to join the 1 million march. If the governors by the end of this month fail to sign this law, we will start shutting down the system. We will stop going to market. We will stop going to office. We will stay in our houses, and we will come out en masse and go to government office and say enough is enough, and tell the government you either sign this bill into law or nothing else happens. It is the mandate of the people. They call themselves that they are representing the mandate of the people. Now the people had to mandate them to do the needful, except you deemed it that it is not necessary, except you feel that it is not necessary that they sign this bill into law. Okay, so if you believe that this bill must be signed into law, then it is high time we all come up on the same page. We all start mobilizing. We all start telling all the governors in our region to do the needful. We must tell the governors to do the needful. We must ask them to sign the Anti Open Grazing Bill, sign it into law. That is all the people are asking of. That is what the people want. From the states we are looking at, Edo State, we are looking at Delta State, River State, Akwa Ibom State, Cross River State, Biafra State. We are looking at Anambra State, Imo State, Abia State, Bonny State, and Enugu State. These are the 11 states we are looking at. Let these governors sign this bill into law. That is what the people demand. That is what the people want. That is the primary responsibility of these people you see here. They should come up to tell the people why they are not signing this bill into law. And we don't want to take any excuse. We will mandate them because we are directly involved. We are directly affected. Our farms are being ravaged, ransacked. Farmers have dispersed, have abandoned the farm settlements in our homeland, and food crisis is going up by day. Children are going to bed without food. And people are being butchered, women being raped, kidnapped, and ransom demanded. So we are saying no to open grazing. And this should be a new form of our compliment or salutation. Let everyone around you join this campaign to say no to open grazing. It is no longer obtainable anywhere around the world for people to be carrying cattle up and down on the street, in the express road, posing serious dangers. A lot of people have died as a result of carrying cattle on the express road. If you are in Anambra State, you can attest to this. In the capital city of Anambra State, Oka, from 9 p.m. towards midnight, try to drive along from the government house or from Unizik palm site to wherever they are going to. You will see thousands of herdsmen with their cattle right at the center of the express road, occupying the entire road. And you will wonder, do we still have government right in front of government house? And you have people that you call your representative in the House of Assembly, and these things are happening? No. When government fails, the people will rise. We say what? No to open grazing. There is no place around the world, including Ghana here and African countries, which we claim to be better off than. You can't see cattle being carried along the street. Even the Ghana president made a law banning open grazing. If any cattle is seen on the street, it becomes government property, or the community will kill it and sell it off, or eat and share it among themselves. What is holding your governors from doing the needful? It is not enough that we are crying. It is not enough that we are wailing. It is not enough that we are lamenting on the social media. This is time we have to. We must follow and join in this campaign. If the good of our homeland is your utmost priority, if the survival of our homeland as a nation, as a people, is your goal, is your pursuit, is your aspiration, then join to say no to open grazing. Because this is where we'll make our first stand. This is where we'll be making our first stand. This is where we'll be telling government that now we be government. Those people in government house are supposed to be your public servants. Your servants. They are not supposed to be your emperors. But it's unfortunate that they have assumed to be emperors in our homeland and doing everything possible to subjugate and suppress the aspiration of the people. But enough is enough. If they fail, if the government fail to sign this bill into law to ban open grazing, then the next is a 1 million march. We are mobilizing 1 million persons. Our people should wake up and rise up. You should not be afraid anymore. We are dying every day. Join the 1 million march. Every one of us. That is the only thing that matters now. It doesn't matter your agitating group or your political affiliation or religious background. What matters now is to mandate your governors to sign into law anti-open grazing bill. If they fail, 1 million men will march in each state to shut down the entire system until this law is signed. That is our demand. It is not far-fetched. It is not rocket science. We are not asking you to kill anybody. We are not asking the government to stop anybody's business. We are simply asking the government to ban open grazing, which has posed serious security threats and pushing our homeland towards another round of starvation. We cannot experience that anymore. We cannot see our children in this generation suffer koshoko again as a result of the activities of these herders. As a result of the activities of herders. And your governors are looking akimbo. Your governors don't care about this. People are being killed, kidnapped, their crops destroyed. Sometimes they harvest yams, harvest cassava, destroy maize, and feed it to their cows. And all we are good at is to share the video where we with our people. and make it go viral. All we are good at is to talk on the social media and show pictures of our or videos of our people being raped in the forest by herdsmen. All we care or know how to do is to share all the materials on the social media as your hand can lay regarding the menace these people are pushing in our homeland, the menace they are putting up in our homeland, which is so unfortunate. That is where we express our strength. Now we have to go beyond that. We have to exercise the same strength and energy in coming out to making a demand to say no to open grazing. And we are going to march 1 million man in each state. We will march to make this demand. 1 million persons are needed from each state. 1 million a minimum to march a demand for the government to sign anti-open grazing bill into law. And we are saying that you should join this campaign. It is simple. Not too much is needed of you. Internet service has made it quite easier. What you need to do is to call these numbers and join in the campaign for this anti-open grazing bill to be signed into law. That is the demand. Join the campaign. As we speak, many people are joining. Some people have already identified, but we want a minimum of 500 persons to mobilize for this 1 million march. The frontliners, we call them. The 500 frontliners in this campaign is needed from the 11 states cutting across southeast and the south-south. All you need to do is to call this number 0810 420 7522. I repeat, 0810 420